I'm an agnostic currently reading the Bible. Um, I grew up Catholic. I went to a Catholic school up until the sixth grade. Um, I I started leaning towards agnosticism. Um, I think in a sixth grade, not after I left Catholic school, but while I was in Catholic school. I think I was exposed to agnosticism online, like the idea of agnosticism, and it kind of took hold within me. I mean, it's not like this inspiring. It's not exactly it's not a religion. It's more like a religious preference, and it's not like this inspiring ideology or inspiring set of beliefs or anything like that. It's just something that really rang true to me at the time and still um rings true to me to this day. I don't um know definitively whether or not there is a god in the universe. Um I don't rule out the possibility. I mean there definitely might be one. I mean my belief is I wouldn't say dualistic, but it's because I don't think that's the right term for it. But I have two prevailing theories in my mind about the nature of the universe, and one is that um, nature is um, that the universe is just a collection of molecules with a set of rules. Um, like that, just a natural order, basically, without any sort of um, deistic properties. Is that the word for it? Deistic, godly properties. And then the other theory that I have is that everything in the universe is part of this pantheistic God, um, that just encompasses the entire universe. But I don't have any proof of a deity. I know that people say that I've heard a couple of I've heard theories. Um, my bad. I haven't spoken in front of a camera in a minute. It's been a while, but I've heard theories about not theories but arguments in favor of um a god in the universe. Um, Let me think of some. So one is that the universe has some sort of um like the order within the universe is evident of an intelligent designer. And I would not say I would say that's not necessarily the case. Um, Although I don't fully understand the physics behind the structure of the universe, I would not say that the order of the universe is evidence of a divine creator. Um, Given that matter, our current understanding of matter is that it cannot be created or destroyed. From what I understand, I'm not entirely sure if that's accurate. Um, but I tend not to concern myself with the overall nature of the universe. I kind of live day by day, um, kind of plagued by my own emotions. Um, but I'm in the process of reading the Bible. I think, I mean, since it's a book that it's what's the word for it? It's a scripture. Well, is that the word for it? A scripture? A holy book? A scripture? I'll just say scripture. It's a scripture. Oh man, my light is blinking like crazy. The light attached to my ceiling fan. There's three lights. Two of them have already gone out, and one of them is about to go out, maybe within the next month or 2 months. Um, but anyways, going back to the Bible, I feel like it's worth um a, a book that people have died for is worth reading, in my opinion. So it's very hard for me to get past the fact that I don't fully believe in a god, and that I don't believe in demons, and that I don't acknowledge the story of creation. Like I really I don't believe that the earth was created in 7 days. I really don't know what that would be a metaphor for, if that is a metaphor, or some sort of code or analogy or something, or not analogy, but a code or something like that. I really wouldn't know what that set of stories in Genesis symbolizes: the creation story and the story of the Garden of Eden and Cain and Abel, and just the ark. Uh, I mean, some of those figures could have been real. I mean, Abraham could have been real. I'm not entirely sure if Abraham is real, but Abraham could have been real. Um, I don't think that the Egyptians enslaved the Hebrews at any point in time. I don't think that they were brought over to Egypt. There's no record of it that I've found. Um, I mean, it's I don't know what to make of that. As far as there being elements of falsity within the religion, like there's elements of I would say like there's elements within different religions that I tend to agree with, and elements that I disagree with. Like let's take Hinduism, like that idea of a deity which encompasses everything within the universe. Um, that being an ultimate reality is an idea within Hinduism, but I don't agree with the idea of reincarnation. I believe that when we die, we just simply become one with the universe, and our atoms are recycled um, into um, new states of matter, whatever they may be. But I wouldn't necessarily say that's a reincarnation. I don't know if there is. Well, we're kind of getting sidetracked because we were talking about Christianity, but uh, um, I don't know if there's any scientific explanation, like scientific reasoning behind reincarnation. I tend to generally just accept, as far as creationism, I reject creationism. I tend to accept the theory of evolution, because it's a scientific theory. I mean, when people say scientific theory, they don't mean like a guess that people make. It is a guess, but it's, well, no. A hypothesis, okay. A hypothesis is an educated guess, right? Okay. A theory is um a hypothesis that has been proven. So it's backed up by scientific evidence. There's actually evidence behind the theory of evolution. Um Whereas there is no little to no evidence behind the theory, I wouldn't say theory. I would just say there's not much evidence for creationism, if any at all. I don't think there is any, but I mean, just because certain cities exist, biblical cities exist, or are found to have been exist, like have, sorry, just because certain biblical cities have like maybe been found to be buried in archaeological sites in the Fertile Crescent doesn't mean that creationism is accurate. Um, as far as the flood myth, I mean, we do see the flood myth across different cultures. I mean, it is a part of different cultures. I don't know for a fact how many cultures it is a part of, but I know it is a part of different cultures' mythological systems. I don't mean to sound like overly smart. I'm not trying to sound like that. But if I come across like that, that's my fault. I'm not smart. I just, I don't know. I'm